Hi, this is Mike again, 10372 Newton Way. And while I'm still inside the house, wanted to just show a couple more things. Going back to the Fantech, this is a control center for Fantech. And what you can do is you control the speed of the fan depending on how much speed you like or airflow coming through. So if the house should be somewhat a little stinky, which it shouldn't be, but if it should, then you just turn up the fan. It controls, and it shows you through the arrows how the air is coming into the house and as it's being exhausted out of the house. And then for the heat pump, this does not have a gas unit, it's an electric heat pump. And this is the control panel for that as well. Now, in this unit, all the lights are LED, and all the LED ceiling lights in the bathrooms, in the hall, and in the kitchen have all been sealed to the roof, to the attic. So there's no leakage through these LED candle lights anywhere within this house, which was really important for us to achieve. So as you go through, you'll see, this is your supply air for the HRV, for the heat pump, and it also has a 2-inch filter. So as you go through, you see all the lights. All these lights, like I said, were totally sealed. And within the subfloor, which I'll show you after, within the house, there's 2-inch rigid foam board that has been applied to the underside of this floor. So it helps keep the temperature within the house. In the attic, above the drywall in the ceiling, there's R60 insulation, which means it's 18 inches blown-in cellulose insulation up there, which keeps the ceiling cool all year long. Then we could go into this extra room, and this extra room was a little project. The ceiling here, these are solar tubes, so it always looks like there's light on to me most of the time, but it really lightens up the room. In this ceiling, the rafters that go from this wall to this wall, in between each rafter, there's 2 layers of 2.5-inch rigid foam board. And that rigid foam board has been supplied to the sub roof sheathing and to the top of this. So what it does is it eliminates, because it's a thinner gap between the ceiling and your roof on top, it insulates this roof entirely. We also foamed all the little air gaps that are within the sheets and the rafters, so there's no leakage whatsoever. And this ceiling really performs well. During the summer, you can put your hand up there on the ceiling. It could be 110 outside, and you cannot feel anything. No heat whatsoever coming through. It's great. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. Oh, and there's also an air gap. We left a 1-inch air gap from the second layer to the roof sheathing, so the air actually travels up into the attic and then out. It travels up into the attic above where the insulation is and then out.